Habits that keep you broke. Why do some people work hard every day yet still feel like they're stuck in the same financial place? The truth is, it's not always about how much you earn. It's often about the small habits that quietly drain your money and keep you broke without you even realizing it. In this video, we'll cover 9 everyday habits that keep people broke and, most importantly, how to break free from them. These are things anyone can start changing today. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Financial Blueprint, your go-to place for simple, practical strategies to save, invest, and take control of your money. Habit 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. This is one of the most common traps. You get paid on Friday, and by Monday most of your money is gone. Bills, groceries, rent, maybe a night out, it all disappears. And then you're left waiting, stressed, and counting down to the next payday. Living paycheck to paycheck is dangerous because it leaves you with no cushion for emergencies. If your car breaks down or you get a surprise bill, you're instantly in financial trouble. Worse, it forces you to rely on credit cards or loans, which only dig you deeper into debt. The fix? Start small. Even if it's just $20 per paycheck, put it into a separate savings account before you spend a dime. This creates an emergency fund. Over time, aim for at least 1 month of expenses saved. That safety net breaks the cycle and gives you peace of mind. Habit 2. Ignoring a budget. If you don't know where your money is going, it's almost guaranteed to slip away. Many people avoid budgets because they think it means restrictions, but in reality, a budget is about giving your money direction. Without a budget, you're just guessing, and when you guess, overspending becomes a habit. It's easy to swipe a card and not realize that small purchases are adding up to hundreds of dollars a month. That blind spending keeps you broke because you're not controlling your money, it's controlling you. To break this habit, start with something simple like the 50/30/20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. You don't need fancy apps or spreadsheets, even a pen and notebook works. Just track where your money is going. The awareness alone will shock you into making better choices. Remember, every dollar should have a job. Habit 3. Relying too much on credit cards. Credit cards are convenient, but they can become a financial trap when misused. Many people swipe without tracking, only to face massive bills later. The problem isn't just the spending, it's the interest. When you only pay the minimum balance, you're handing banks free money. A $100 dinner can easily cost $150 or more by the time you finish paying it off. Debt keeps you broke because you're giving your future income to credit card companies instead of building wealth. Breaking this habit starts with discipline. If you can't pay it off in full at the end of the month, don't buy it. Focus on tackling high-interest debt first. List all your debts, pay extra on the one with the highest interest, and keep paying minimums on the rest. As each debt disappears, roll the money into the next. Switch to debit or cash for daily spending until you're back in control. The less you owe, the more money you keep for yourself. Habit 4. Lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when your expenses rise as your income rises. You get a raise, and instead of saving the extra, you upgrade your apartment, buy a nicer car, or eat out more often. The danger is that your lifestyle grows just as fast as your paycheck, leaving you no better off than before. Even if you're making more money, you're still broke because you're spending everything. To break this habit, adopt the mindset of living below your means. When your income increases, keep your lifestyle steady for a while. Redirect the extra money towards savings, investments, or paying off debt. That way, your financial situation improves instead of staying flat. Think of it this way, every dollar you don't spend is a soldier you send to work for your future. The more soldiers you keep, the stronger your financial army becomes. Habit 5. Not saving for emergencies. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, medical bills appear, jobs get lost. Without an emergency fund, these events force you into debt, keeping you broke. Too many people skip savings because they think they can't afford it. But here's the truth, you can't afford not to save. Even $10 to $20 a week adds up. Over a year, that's over $1,000 set aside for emergencies. Breaking this habit means making saving automatic. Treat it like a bill you must pay. Set up an auto transfer to a savings account right after payday. Don't wait until something is left over, because there never will be. Start small, stay consistent, and build up at least $1,000. From there, aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses. An emergency fund gives you stability and protects your future wealth. Habit 6. Spending to impress others. Social media has made this habit worse than ever. People overspend on clothes, gadgets, cars, or nights out, not because they need them, but because they want to look successful. The problem? Impressing others comes at the cost of your financial freedom. You may look rich, but your bank account tells a different story. This habit keeps you broke because you're trading real wealth for temporary validation. Breaking it requires a mindset shift. Ask yourself, am I buying this for me or to impress someone else? If it's for others, skip it. Focus instead on long-term goals, like paying off debt, saving for travel, or investing. Remember, true wealth is quiet. You don't need to show it off. The car, the clothes, the image won't matter when you have financial peace. Habit 7. Neglecting to invest. One of the worst habits that keeps people broke is waiting too long to invest. Many say, I'll start when I have more money. But waiting costs you the most valuable asset. Investing is how money grows. Through compound interest, even small amounts multiply. The earlier you start, the less you need to contribute later. Waiting keeps you broke because you're missing out on years of growth. Breaking this habit doesn't require a lot of money. You can start with $5 to $20 a week in ETFs, index funds, or retirement accounts. Automate it so it happens without thinking. The key is consistency. Don't wait for the perfect amount. Start now with what you have and increase over time. Your future self will thank you. Habit 8. Ignoring financial education. Money is one of the most important parts of life, yet most people never take the time to learn how it works. They avoid topics like investing, taxes, or budgeting because it feels complicated. But ignorance is expensive. If you don't understand money, you'll always depend on others, and often, they'll profit from your lack of knowledge. This keeps you broke because mistakes add up. Late fees, bad loans, high-interest debt. To break this habit, commit to financial education. Read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, or take courses. Even 15 minutes a day adds up over time. Knowledge compounds just like money. It multiplies your opportunities. Financial literacy isn't about becoming an expert. It's about having enough awareness to make smart decisions, avoid traps, and recognize opportunities when they appear. Habit 9. Failing to set goals. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Without clear financial goals, money slips away. You might save a little, spend a little, but nothing changes because there's no direction. This habit keeps you broke because it robs you of focus. If you don't set a goal to pay off debt, save for a house, or invest for retirement, your money will always be reactive instead of proactive. To break this habit, write down specific, realistic goals. Instead of, I want to save, say, I want to save $1,000 in 6 months. Instead of, I want to invest, say, I will put $20 every week into an index fund. Clear goals create accountability. They also make it easier to celebrate progress along the way, which builds motivation. With goals, your money has purpose. Without them, it just disappears. These 9 habits, living paycheck to paycheck, ignoring a budget, relying on credit, lifestyle inflation, not saving for emergencies, spending to impress others, neglecting investing, ignoring financial education, and failing to set goals, are silent money traps. But the good news? Habits can be broken. Start with one change today. Build momentum, and over time, your finances will transform. Backhand index pointing right. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe to Financial Blueprint, and check out my videos on how to start investing with just $5 and the 50/30/20 budget rule. Remember, financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you replace habits that keep you broke with habits that build wealth. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a licensed financial advisor before making financial decisions.